are not demons.
Oh.
I asked for directions to the particular address, but not, say, the police station.
He attempts to know what that address is.
Is there a GPS unit in the car?
No, there's a map on the computer that you may or may not know how to use the computer. But yeah, he's like, I could sell you a map. It'll be $5.
Cool.
You might want to get somebody else to navigate your ass, Russ, because he gives you an unfamiliar piece of paper with all these lines and circles and shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to use this. You know how to drive really
Yes,
good.
I do. I have cartography.
That just means that you can make your own map.
It says make read map, Logan.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is just horrible. Well, you can read a map, but you might not be able to navigate your ass there, as you've already proven. So.
Well, I'm not real good at finding out where to go. So if either of you are good at following directions on a map to where we're going,
she's like, nope.
I have cartography 50.
Okay, don't declare your percentage, but just hit the cartography button and may God have mercy on your soul.
I'm pretty good at cartography. I'll say that instead.
there you go.
You guys eventually get to the fucking police station. It's a long, hard road to get there, but you manage to make the 6 blocks eventually with many wrong turns. It's like,
oh, thanks, man.
This map is slightly inaccurate. He's like making corrections on shit. He's like, nope. Going around a fucking riot that's going on. Eventually, you guys pull into the police station where, you know, there's other cops arresting people, and people are like, hello, detectives. Good to see you again. Hey, you owe me $5 from the Lakers game. Stuff like that.
Ignore that person.
Take a card. Yes, that is the appropriate thing to do. You just, yep. Right, you guys head in. Now you're confronted. There's all these desks. Many of them are unoccupied. And you're like,
pictures in the wallets of people, pictures on the desks.
You begin slowly wandering around, examining everybody's photographs on their desk. And
I
stuff.
just sit at a random desk.
She knows where her desk is.
Name plates on desks, right?
On some of them, but not on others. She's like already working at hers. Apparently, she lives here. Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
It shows like some junior cop coming back to his desk. He sees a senior detective like sitting there typing on his computer. He's like, nope. He's like, he's fucking investigating me. And their cop's like, oh, dude, you're fucked. You need a representative. Anyway, you guys eventually discover where your desks are and where hers is, but she doesn't give a fuck where her desk is. She's just working at somebody else's desk. You discover lots of new problems, like you don't know your computer login names and shit like that. Apparently inhabiting somebody else's body is all hard and shit.
Yep. Look for sticky notes.
You find your password and stuff, and it's like written like my password is blue dog, you know, and you're like, blue dog. You're in.
All right, cool.
Sex. All right.
You guys are eventually on the computers and stuff. What is it your wife? Oh, for you two, give me computer use rolls. Russ has already made his, and he's good at computers, apparently.
No, I'm not. Even though I have a high number, I'm not good at computers for some reason.
I'm good.
Yep. By the way, Russ, do you know how to make it not beep when it rolls?
Yeah, actually focus on the window. Click on the window. If you're not focused on that particular window, it'll think you're somewhere else and beep at you.
Oh, I didn't know if there was a way to just turn it off in the settings or something.
I think
No, you just have to focus on the window.
Enable background chat. It's a checkbox under settings.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
enable background chat.
Enable background chat beep. Yeah.
Okay. Well, mine is not checked, so I don't.
Well, somebody's giving beeps then.
Yeah.
I just clicked mine.
You just unclicked yours. Okay. Well, that could be it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Right. Your computer that you're on, Marcus, it gets into this weird blue screen thing and it has all these random fucking things and it's just stopped working.
Okay.
Click, 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 nothing. But on the other hand, you have as much computer skill as an 83-year-old who's now on his first computer. You're like,
I bang on the top of it.
excellent. Yes, people ignore you because this is what middle-aged men often did in the year 2000. And
Can I see his screen?
no, you're busy on your screen. You've got your own screen. Your screen's telling you things. He's just expressing frustration with his computer, which is a normal cop thing. You see other people banging on their screens as well, as though it will help somehow.
Okay, I get up and look at his screen, see the blue screen of death.
Yes.
Okay. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I don't know how to do that.
All right, well, come over here. I've got mine working just fine.
Let's use yours.
Your chair's got wheels, which is awesome. You could just over to him if you
Oh,
want.
yeah.
Are
We
you-
could just like play with our chairs all day. Let's do that.
It's the same thing had occurred to me at the same time. I think we're on a wavelength there.
Mm.
That's race.
I take it you're from a low-tech area. I say low in a low voice.
Me? No, not particularly. I made a really, I don't know what happened. It died. The computer.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
What is it you'd like to research?
I had to research the Vic. Find out what his occupation was.
He doesn't have much of a footprint on the computers. He has no social media. He pretty much, give me a research roll. It's definitely going to be at some negatives to find out anything useful. Yeah, he doesn't really seem to exist much. Yeah.
Oh no.
You said you I heard you talking and asked him what he did. What did this guy do? Giuseppe?
He's a part-time mathematician and a data trader.
All right, I'm going to look for journal articles from this guy.
Cool. Give me a research roll. Yana, where are you up to?
Because I asked him. Oh no.
Oh, you get to hear all this because your desks are shockingly close together. Like you three normally work together in the station.
She's
I
using
think
the rollers on her chair.
I'm afraid I didn't go to college, Marco. Do you know how to look up papers and?
Hold on a second. Yana, what were you starting to say?
I will ask the new guy what was the name of the brother of the victim.
The name of the what?
The name of the brother of the victim who spoke on the phone with him.
Good question. His name, he said it was Raph, not Ralph. Raph.
Okay.
Like Riff
So-
Raff, Raph.
I try to research him.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me your research roll. Now, give me a, let's see, Marco, give me your Marcus, give me a research roll as you're trying to tell the guy who knows how to use the computer what he should do. Right. Raph sells mattresses. He's got his own mattress wholesaling type business and stuff. They are not finding anything. According to his mattress wholesaling business, even I like a little video of him. Come buy our mattresses. It'll be the best sleep you have. We sell all kinds of mattresses. Mattresses.
Okay.
Not a
And
great
noth-
commercial.
Nothing else.
According with the critical research role, he apparently he's got a couple of speeding tickets in the past that have been paid for. He underwent some community service to get his third speeding ticket expunged, but for the last 3 years he hasn't sped or gotten caught speeding.
Okay.
He likes
does he
driving
have?
fast.
Does he have some sort of family or no?
No, he seems to be unmarried, and he's really committed to selling mattresses.
Oh Jesus. Does the business look like it's booming, or does it?
Give me a business roll as you are checking it out.
No business. Fail.
Who the fuck knows? You've never understood any business stuff. He's got a lovely webpage for it. I mean, for the standards of this time.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys have not found out much of any interest or value on there, unless you want to buy a mattress.
Yeah.
Did you say that there was also a wife of his? Do you remember her name?
I didn't get it.
Okay.
We can just go to the house and
Yeah, we will talk to them. I just thought that if we knew more information, we could be like prepared.
I don't remember it.
That's
I think
okay.
I said it, but I don't remember it. Hey, can I roll memory for that?
Can you roll what?
Memory skill for that?
Yeah. It was said once to somebody else slightly off phone.
Yeah, I remember that after the fact that.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of subtle clues that are given out here and there, which will irritate you.
Yeah.
Her name was Maybelline Ann.
Hey, I only do these check boxes if I succeed on the skill, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But fumbles give you funny shit. You guys discuss strategy. I have to go for another bio break because my body sucks because I've been back to it for years.
Okay. I guess we will just go talk to the family and see like what they tell us. I think it's some sort of a secret thing because with him being a mathematician, you never know.
Yeah, I've got some mathematics skill.
That's good. We will
Not
probably-
professional, but better than hobbyist.
That's good.
I couldn't find any journals. I don't know which
Oh,
database that. Do you know what kind of math journal database?
not really, but I can try to look it up.
Okay, cool. We'll wait till Logan gets back for that.
I will just roll.
So we're going to question the brother and the brother's wife, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so you succeeded on the research to last, Logan. I'm interested to know if he's like into cryptography or something, something high value that somebody might want to steal.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, my brain is slightly missing today, so you're gonna have to think for me a little bit because brain not working is kind of an adventure.
I think we should make sure and check if you normally carried a briefcase.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, the biometric lock is the obvious one for the finger.
Mm-hmm.
You can also put a clock on a briefcase.
Well, I don't think they usually have biometrics on. I'm thinking a safe, but yeah, maybe the briefcase.
Yeah, definitely. We should be looking for a safe in the house. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We didn't get the address of the house, did we?
I think
We did. Yeah. We got his driver's license.
Well, you called his phone, and his brother had his phone. We don't know if that was his house.
No, his wife was there.
Okay. The guy doesn't have. I thought the guy had no family. The Vic.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
No, didn't you look that up and know I didn't have much of a family?
No, that wasn't the brother. The brother didn't have a family.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's Noah's wife. All right. Yeah. See what I mean about the brain? Yeah. Yeah, I've been having difficulties the last couple of days.
That's okay.
Yeah. It's frustrating. Anyway.
Yeah.
So first we separate the family into different rooms, and interrogate them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of questions do we want to ask?
I'm trying to be humorous.
Oh. No, that's what we do, actually.
Oh,
That's usually what we do in this game. You know, we pull out the whips and try to intimidate people into telling us what we need to know. Because we want to make trouble for the people in these bodies, you know. Because we hate them.
We hate everything.
Quantum Leap, wasn't that the program back in the day?
Yep. This is very much like Quantum Leap. Fix the problem, leap out.
Scott Bakula, yeah.
Got the Bakula, yes. Blah, blah. So back to what kind of questions do we want to ask? The wife, the brother. The brother doesn't seem to know much. He's basically a mattress king.
Even know what his brother did for a living, which I found curious.
Well, did he say what university he was working out of?
He didn't say he was working for a university.
Well, usually someone who writes journal articles for a paper would be associated with a university.
You make a good point.
Okay, so we should ask what university he's on, because, you know, random guy writing math papers and getting himself published is pretty unlikely. I'm thinking maybe he's a doctor, PhD.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it does. So maybe we got a random guy publishing papers.
We'll see. Logan, I researched articles Noah was writing.
Oh, you made your research roll?
Yeah.
Cool. Give me advanced physics, advanced math to understand what the fuck he's talking about.
Critical.
This guy is pretty goddamn sharp. Yeah, you really like what you're seeing here, and would like to see more.
General application of the math.
Pardon?
General applications for the mathematics.
He's working on some of those famous unsolvable problems, and he's gotten like a couple steps closer. I'm not saying he's gotten far enough to win a Nobel Prize or anything like that, but he's gotten far enough that people reading the shit, and yeah, everybody's sitting there looking at it going, and Marcus, go ahead and do your advanced physics, advanced math to see if you nod or look at the other two like, what in the fuck are you guys smoking? They're looking at each other going, this isn't bad.
Yeah.
All right, I failed my crypto. I'm just curious if any of the unsolvable problems are the unsolvable problems we use for crypto.
No, they're famous unsolvable problems. There's like 7 big ones and that kind of shit. Yeah, you've got no clue at all, Marcus, what the fuck they're babbling about. But they're looking at each other going, and what about, and they begin speaking in gibberish, and some other guy walking by, some patrolman's like, I hope I'm smart enough to become a senior detective someday. He says, yeah, two are like, oh, blah, blah. They're just talking about crazy shit. But yeah, they're good, solid articles, but nothing you would like push past that, like this guy could be the next Einstein. I mean, he could be, but if he is, it's not in the article. The article is a very limited scope thing, and he does a good job on the math, less so on his making it understandable for the lay person, as you can tell by the confused look of the detective who's sitting with you two.
Yeah, no. Any university associated with this?
No.
Research?
No. Seems that it's all independent. It looks like he done it, he published it, and he probably got a pittance for it because, you know, aside from you two and, you know, 8 other people in the world, nobody reads this magazine, is your guess.
Okay, all right. So he's independent. He's working on recreational mathematics, basically.
From the articles, that would appear to be so, or he wrote the article in order to make some money, and it fit in with what they were wanting to publish.
Right, and unsolvable problems.
Our
There's-
mathematicians always are fucking working on unsolvable problems for a while, and then they get a little closer, and then they go, okay, let's do something else. Yeah, this
If he's got a penchant for it, that's crypto's all based on that kind of shit.
true,
So.
true.
Before we leave, can we figure out this guy's income? Like, how much money does he make day trading?
They both stare at you for a while. You stare at them, they stare at you.
I get on the computer and look up his occupation, income.
Sure,
Credit
you
card,
begin looking for his day trading stuff. Go ahead and give me a research roll for this. Lower is better.
Quarter.
You can find no evidence he has ever done day trading.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Marcus, take another card.
Is that something that we would be able to find?
Not easily, but apparently The Rock knows a guy who works at like some place that, you know, he found a way to fucking delve past the normal police things. And so with his making it at a quarter, and he called somebody up. Well, first he looked at the phone book, and then he was like, okay, this is the guy I need to call. And hey, is this guy paying any taxes on any trades? No. That means he has done no trades. So, yeah.
So, Logan, I also check phone logs, any spending.
In order to get into his phone logs, will require, give me a law roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like in some of the totalitarian zones where you can just fucking do what you want, and anybody says no, you just shoot them and move on. Those are Yana's favorite zones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't even figure out how, or actually, you call and you're like trying to talk to somebody, and they're like, do you have a warrant? And you're like, no. And they're like, no. Warrant.
That's what my role says. What's a warrant?
Yeah.
Any of you guys know how to get a warrant for this guy's phone logs and credit card logs, etc.?
You think I know how something works?
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Just
Can't we just ask the boss to do that?
We have a boss. I hate him. Let's kill him.
She seems so violent.
Yeah, that first video I watched, there was no hint of this.
we probably report to the captain, but I'm not sure at this level he's even considered our boss.
Let's just try to talk to the people first and see if something pops up, and then maybe we can try to get the warrant.
Fair enough.
I'd like to a little bit of advice on what card to dump.
Oh, yeah, right. You're at 5. Okay, camaraderie is a nice friendly card. Con endurance is probably more important than the skill +5. Most of the time, people would toss a skill +5.
All right.
But I will take the skill +5 for an occult +20 card. So put it down and I will pick it up.
Oh,
Or you show them how to trade cards, Russ, and then you just discard one.
Oh, I don't want to deal with that.
Okay.
Let's just put it down and pick it up. It's much
Whatever you'd
simpler.
like.
Yeah. Just put the card down on the tabletop and I will. Oh, here it is. Good. Okay, we've done it. I'll teach you trading when we got our legs under us a little bit.
Let's go to interview these people.
Does anybody know where 1050 West Addison is?
Let's use a map in the car.
I go to the car and check the map and find out that's Wrigley Field and say, what the fuck, guys? He lives at Wrigley Field.
Work with me on this. His brother doesn't know what he does for a living. His wife, he does day trading. There is no evidence of him doing day trading.
Yeah, it's
Right.
really weird.
That, I think, indicates something kind of shady going on. And he's saying, oh, yeah, I'm a day trader to cover it. That makes
Yeah.
sense?
Could be.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, let's take a look at that house and we'll see how shady it is. Because if he lives in a $1 million mansion, then
Yeah.
we really need
I tried to read this map and I can't read it, so I kind of need someone to tell me.
Does
this
anybody
house.
want to make a navigation roll? Navigation. Navigation is going A to B. Cartography is more like I want to make a map, and this map tells me that the terrain between us and there is city. City is horrible. Everybody's looking at the map, turning it around. They're like, you're starting to think maybe we should get a fucking patrolman, or we could just cruise around until we die of thirst. And
Let's just shadow walk there.
We need, let's get a uniform to drive.
Fuck you.
you guys getting a uniform to drive you?
Yeah.
Apparently we do. Or a taxi.
Yeah. Taxi?
Cab would work. I'm just gonna pull over to a gas station at this point.
Okay.
Directions.
You're gonna ditch your car, or okay? The gas station guy gives you. He looks at the map and he goes, "You can't get to there from here. You should go back to the police station and start from there. From there, you got to go by." He gives you this most confusing set of directions you've ever heard.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Certainly.
All right. I take the car back to the police station.
Yeah, you eventually discover it again. You're so happy when you find it.
All right. Somebody suggested a cab, maybe?
At the rate we're going, yeah, if we want to get there, cab would be.
Yeah, it's going to look a little weird having detectives get out of a cab. But
Our uniform drive us.
yeah, that's probably better.
All right, you guys wrangle a uniform in, and you find one that claims to know the city really, really well.
Great.
Yes.
Okay.
Go NPC making a roll.
Woo! Here we go. He attempts to get you there. Yes.
Before we go and take off, since he says he knows the city well, all barring the look on Logan's face there, we ask him, what kind of neighborhood is this that we're going to?
He rolls his neighborhood lore. He says, nothing but $1 million mansions for as far as the eye can see, sir. In fact, we'll be lucky to even get in there. I think it's a big controlled area, possibly one of them fancy new arcologies going up. I am not really sure, though. I suspect we're going to see a lot of this thing in the future. I think they all live in one giant building.
So,
Let's all
Okey-dokey.
die.
Do we eventually get to the house, Logan?
He takes you guys, he's still looking around for a giant building, but he pulls up in front of a kind of rundown single-family home. It doesn't look like anything fancy. This is definitely on the kind of upper lower class or the lower middle class type of scale. And he's like, you're probably building it close by. You want me to wait in the car, detectives?
yeah.
No, that's okay. We'll call the cab.
No,
All right.
I'm happy to wait and drive you guys around. I might learn something.
Sigh.
All right.
Let's.
All right. How much does that cost?
What, to have the patrolman drive you around? Nothing.
Oh, Jesus, we're not in the cab. Okay.
He looks
Logan,
around
I
in
didn't-
shock.
our
He's like,
brain not working
you're
today,
not
so
a cab driver.
I
Good
just want to
job,
state
Mike.
that very clearly. Brain not working.
Kind of looks at you oddly. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm not on overtime if that's what you mean.
Okay, yeah, right. Okay, yeah. Just wait for us in the car.
Yes, sir.
All right. Somebody else take the lead. I'm having trouble thinking today.
Let's go inside.
No problem. Do you want to just kick in the door, or would you like to knock?
Yes.
Or there's a
Well,
bell.
Knock
I'd
doorbell.
like to.
I ring the fucking doorbell.
Right. No problem. The
Aw.
door gets answered by a guy who invites you in, and I will show you pictures of them and what they are doing in there as you guys go in. Let's see. here is pictures of the brother of the Vic and his wife. And some of the books and stuff. Let me run down everything real quick here. The widow and the brother, her brother-in-law, are watching a videotape of the victim. The deceased is on tape. While he clearly knows his math, he's very uncomfortable talking to the camera. His wife, who is off camera but still in the recording, is helping coach him. Give me psychology rolls.
Success.
Anybody else also?
Yep. Yana, you seem to have disappeared from roll 20.
Oh, she is frozen up entirely. She's got like
Yeah.
a gray thing going. So her internet may have kicked out.
Yep.
Fumble on psychology. Excellent. This guy is clearly planning something. He's going for some Dr. Evil levels of naughtiness and stuff, this mathematician dude, according to what Marcus is seeing on the thing. Now, he's like, then we'll be desperate. Russ, what you're thinking with your success is this guy suffers from crippling shyness. Probably brilliant if his math is right. And from your earlier rolls, it is. So he's brilliant dude, crippling fear of shyness. Hold on, let me pop out the...
That was serious social anxiety disorder for the mathematician. Okay.
That would be your read of it. Hold on, let me give the link to Yana. When she gets back, she'll be like, what is the link? Because she doesn't like to say W's.
There appear to be pictures of books with titles, and I am unable to read them.
Yes.
They go on the screen when I scroll in.
Hold on, let me give you more details and stuff here. Right, you notice that there's two different kinds of reading materials here. One, super fucking confusing math books, or here she comes.
Love and Tender Passions.
Yes.
Favorite.
Yeah, and the other is bodice rippers.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there's either like soppy romance novels or super confusing math shit. There's also, everybody give me appraisal rolls.
I got this.
Ooh.
No, you don't.
Yana, how are you doing on your appraisal?
I'm just opening my character sheet.
Yana, we cannot hear you anymore.
Oh, fuck.
Your microphone is very, very quiet.
Why?
You're making sounds, though, so it's just your microphone.
Yeah, your microphone is doing bad things to you. I don't know why.
I hate it.
It's like Yana's being tortured today, which is fun. I mean, for us.
Now is it better?
What?
Is it better?
No.
I've got, you're muted on roll 20. Yeah, okay. That's normal.
Maybe that's it. Maybe your roll 20 is trying to use your microphone instead of the Jitsi.
What about now?
A little bit better, but you're still not back.
Why don't you try reloading roll 20 and see if that clears whatever the hell's going on with your...
Well, make sure the roll 20 is not able to access your microphone and stuff first, and then reload it.
I think I did that.
I think some swearing might help.
Yeah. Yell at that thing.
Yeah, that usually helps.
Yes, freak out the new family that you were squatting with or whatever. That'll make us happy. Set the house on fire. Shit on the floor. Nope. This is the most tech problems we've had in a while.
Well, the most important thing about technology is you have to make it fear you.
Oh, okay.
I believe this. This is true.
Computer, you're my
That's
bitch.
cool. Yes.
I'm gonna bend you over and fuck you up.
Well, wait, and he didn't say seduce technology. He said make it fear you.
Okay. All right. You're right. My computer could be gay.
It could be into you. We just don't know.
Well, Yana's back on roll 20. Oh, here she comes.
What about now?
Perfect.
Yes.
Nice.
It was roll 20 fucking with you.
Yay.
Yay, roll 20.
Cool. Yana, how's that appraisal roll?
All right.
I'm a professional appraiser.
Yeah, I know. Being a new character sucks.
Oh, being an old character sucks. How's your rope use?
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing more fun than watching PCs try to tie up somebody else. Okay. Anyway, nobody knows the value of it, but in addition to the books, the current running tape, the two different people who are watching it, there's also a chessboard with a game set up. Everybody roll their chess skill.
I have that.
Yes, you have
everything.
access to every.
I had it learned, though.
Yeah, it's probably learned.
Chess.
Yeah, you'll be called on to make a lot of weird skill rolls that you may not have.
Okay.
That is a yeah. There you go. You just made your that's a new skill called a write-in.
Mm-hmm.
You familiar with write-ins?
Yeah, by Yana rolling, for example, her learn times 1, she has just picked up a new skill at her learn called chess.
And she got to check and learn.
Yeah. Which she
so
desperately needs.
I add the skill for chess?
Not yet. First you roll learn times 1.
Roll your learn. Go to the basic info tab. And you see how it says willpower learn essence?
Yeah, okay.
Click on learn. It's just a button that says learn on it. There you go.
Okay, so that's a fail. Nothing special happens for you. For Yana, she goes, and looks at the chess game. It's a Yana, you know, because apparently you've played chess in the past at some point that you didn't remember. How you got suckered into that game, you will never know. But it looks like a rough, really complicated fucking game in progress. Also, you all notice that there's a business card from a store called the Puzzle Nook, and there's a name on it, Tolman Bunting, and a phone number and a phone. Hold on, I'll copy paste the name for your convenience.
Thank you. And I'm sorry, I talked right over the end of that.
Yes, you're a bad man.
I'm a bad man.
Mm-hmm. There's a phone number on the card. It looks like it's been written in handwriting in addition to the store number. And there's also a phone next to the chessboard, just in case you were confused as to how he was possibly playing this chess game. So
I will remember all the phone numbers.
You look at it, you just glance at it, and you know that later, when it counts, you'll be able to make that memory roll like a boss.
I write the phone numbers down.
Oh, okay. You got a little notebook and a pen. You write them down. Now you know them. Great. So, what's that?
I just take the card.
Oh, the man and woman standing in here don't say anything about that. They're just like, whatever. Cops take stuff, you know. It's how they work.
So this is not the phone he had on him. It's not the one he usually carries.
He didn't have a phone on him at all.
Right, but we called his phone number.
Oh, this is like a landline type phone. It's plugged into.
Oh, that was a landline. Okay. So she's gotten all the numbers out of the phone. I'm not sure. Did she go into the phone and check the number list?
Oh, there's no number list. It's an old-fashioned, push buttons and it makes weird noises type thing. It doesn't store numbers.
Oh, okay. It's another landline.
Yeah.
I asked the wife, Does your husband carry a cell phone?
No, he didn't like them.
Why?
Just one of his little quirks, she says. My brother was a mathematical genius, says Raph.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
So
Really brilliant.
Mm.
And you had to check with the wife to find that out. I didn't say that out loud.
Yeah, don't say it if you're not saying it out loud. We have a rule that if you say it, your character says it. So you've gotten your warning.
So how are you doing?
She says, I'm not great. I don't understand why anyone would want to do this. You wouldn't hurt a fly.
Can I roll empathy on that?
All right.
And I also look at the other person.
The guy? Sure.
Yeah. How he's reacting
Yes, go ahead and give me an empathy roll.
by half.
He's angry. She's freaked out.
I also want to use my empathy skill.
Excellent. I want you to fumble because then I can tell you lies. You have no idea. They're just stonewalling the shit out of you.
Don't care.
So
Okay.
you have no idea how this could happen, and like
Raph stands up and
Did
begins.
he have any enemies? Anybody who would want to hurt him?
Enemies? Raph goes, Noah, enemies?
Yeah, I know.
It makes no sense.
Seems like your usual kind of walled-in, shy, nerdy type. Is that about right?
He's a mathematical genius, he says.
so yeah. So he was like really good and really bright and really smart, and
Yes.
probably like
Mhm.
use all his time to study mathematics because that was the important things, and not really went out much and stuff like that.
Everybody nods.
Who did he work for?
Oh, he was a day trader, says Daphne.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Ah,
Uh,
ah,
I have-
ah.
Dap and Dap. Okay.
I asked
how
if there is a safe in the house.
No.
how did he day trade?
Oh, he would go to a coffee shop downtown. He'd spend most days there on his laptop. He said he liked the background frequency.
Okay, and do you know which coffee shop?
Yes, she gives you the address to a new place that you will never be able to find on your own.
Thank
Is
you.
the laptop here?
Huh?
So
Is the laptop here?
You look around. You don't. Oh, there's the laptop over there.
This is
We're going to need that for evidence.
They just shrug at you, like, okay.
I have a laptop.
is that his laptop, Ms. Daphne?
Daphne, she says. Daphne.
Oh,
Daphne.
Daphne.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Give me a law roll there, Marcus.
Oh, that's not going to go well.
I think we need a warrant for the laptop.
Rafe says, oh, you can just take it. That's okay. Is it okay, Daphne? She's like, I don't need it.
Okay.
I don't-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get a written statement to release the laptop to our custody?
Sure. She writes on a note and gives it to you. You two give me law rolls because he looks at the laptop. He's got it tucked under his arm. He's like, it's mine now. And you're like, okay.
No.
Yeah, you don't know or care what you're supposed to do with it. Right. He's got it under his arm. As long as he doesn't leave it in here, that's fine.
Yes. So the Noah he spent a lot of time in the coffee shop when he was working,
Yes.
and then he was mostly here.
Yes.
Did he have like any hobbies other than math, or was he too busy with math for it?
Math was his life. My brother was a mathematical genius, says Ray.
I know he was so good. I'm so sad. I read some of his articles and they were really great.
They look surprised. She's like, his wife's like, I was never able to understand any of them.
Yeah, I'm so sad we lost such a bright soul, such a like really genial thinker of the future success.
And the
He was
way
working on unsolvable problems.
Yeah, and the way he died just makes me angry, says Rafe.
Yeah, of course, because it's so indignified, like being shot by like, I don't know.
Well, not just that, but the fact that it was a clown. He was terrified of clowns. Whoever did this was sick.
He was terrified of clowns.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So
Phobia for that.
So you think that maybe somebody did it on purpose?
And milk, says Daphne. Well, and snakes, says Rafe. They begin going through a list of things this guy was terrified of.
Hey, why do you know why he was terrified of clouds? Was it like some
Just
sort
one of Noah's quirks, says his wife.
Because he
Apparently had a lot.
was going to die.
What?
No, I didn't say that.
No, you did say that, and they're like, what? What? Because they didn't hear it. Oh, yeah.
So-
Believe me, there's nothing better than when one of the PCs looks in there and goes, I think we should shoot everybody. And the NPCs are standing there going, what? Then it's your
Combat.
PC has said it. Yeah, that's combat time.
Yes, the old enter combat by not playing your role.
Any
Do
other
you-
questions for us? We were just going through old tapes, watching my brother.
Can we see some of those just to like have a feeling for like how he was?
Certainly, they push play and begin watching it. It's more math stuff, and his wife is trying to coach him into being able to talk to the camera, but it's obvious that he is super uncomfortable addressing the camera. But she is very patient and just trying to help him to get with the camera and stuff.
So
Okay.
he was day trading and what do you do?
I sell mattresses.
I asked the wife, what does she do?
I work at the cafe down the street. I'm a waitress.
Like a different cafe than the one he was.
Yeah,
in.
he's downtown. She's a mile or two away. You may be able to find hers eventually.
Okay.
Where's-
So
You guys do own a car, right?
No, we take the bus.
are you going? Go.
Logan, I'm going to go to his office and see if he's got a journal, a ledger.
He doesn't have an office, nor a journal, nor a ledger. What were you
Okay.
going to say, Yana?
I don't know.
Perfect. You guys stand there looking awkward. They stand there awkwardly.
We're still watching the tape, right?
Yeah. It's pretty much the same shit all the way through. You're not getting
Okay,
any
so-
new information.
So he was really shy, and you taught him how to speak to people.
It was a work in progress, she says.
And why did he needed to talk to people? Did he wanted to do like presentations or?
I was thinking about getting a part-time teaching job at the college.
Just to share his gift?
Yes. My brother was a mathematical genius, says Ray.
I know. I read his article. I'm so sad that we lost such a like genial figure of the future. Like,
He looks sad.
Oh, where did you get his degree from?
MIT.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this guy was a mathematical genius. Okay.
Full scholarship for math.
wow. Can we just look around the house to see if we don't see something that would give us any clue?
Well, Yes, of course, but could we do that later? She's not doing well, he says in a low voice, indicating the wife who's just staring at the TV like.
We will just do it quickly.
Did he have an advanced degree?
I think so, says Daphne. She's a bit scatterbrained, a bit distracted, a bit grieving.
Mhm.
Did
Let's turn the tape off.
You turn off the tape?
Yeah, the husband trying to get the presentation.
Okay.
opener?
Daphne, you can have a seat. It's okay.
She sits down.
Daphne, did anybody address your husband as doctor?
What?
Did anybody address your husband as doctor?
No.
Did your husband had any friends?
I don't know. Not that I know of. Well, other than the guy he played chess with over the phone.
And that's the guy from the Puzzle Nook?
Maybe?
Do you know what his login password was to this laptop we're going to investigate here?
No, my husband was a very private individual.
Oh,
So he didn't talk about the chess game and what is that about?
Like, I would understand what it's about. I don't know.
Yes, yeah.
your husband must have had some papers. May we see those? Please?
She goes and gets you a big bunch of fucking papers and sets them down. There you go.
Can we take these with us?
Will I get them back? She says.
Promise you'll get them back.
Okay.
So are these romance novels yours?
Yes, she says.
And the math books that they are his?
Yes.
I'm gonna. How many math books are there?
Many. Many. Oh, Jesus. Too many to carry.
We don't need the books.
Is there-
We've got probably all the information in the laptop. We're just going to have to log this into evidence and maybe get the computer team to get past this password.
Are there any of the math books that look like they're more worn than the others?
Sure. Yeah. You pull the 5 most worn math books off the shelves.
I'll flip through the pages looking for any kind of paper inside.
No, but there's all kinds of fucking margin notes, and on one of them it's written wrong.
Okay,
I think just shaking the book out to see if anything falls out.
No problem. You guys shake and bake the books. There's various other papers that do fall out. Looks like they have all kinds of like weird advanced math scribbles and shit all over them. He's not even using proper numbers. He's gone beyond numbers. He's using weird shapes and stuff for his math and just confusing shit.
But nothing that looks like a username and password.
Now,
I think we can leave these.
Okay. Anyway, we're sorry for your loss, ma'am. We'll be in touch.
He was
And
such
we'll get the person who did this to your husband.
do you have a card or something in case I think? of something
Yeah. Here's
else?
my card.
Thank you. She takes it.
He was such a genius, I'm so sad.
He was a mathematical genius, says Ray.
Exactly, the mathematical genius of the future success.
Yes.
Yes.
Ray
Okay,
goes and opens the door for you.
wait,
Okay.
hang on. Before we go,
Ray looks irritated.
Rob there has been just doing the mathematical genius bit over and over. Does he seem like he is distraught, or does it seem like he might be faking it?
Give me an empathy roll.
Man, I suck.
You're not really sure. He shakes hands with you as you get shown out. They're just standing there going, I don't know what anybody's thinking. And
Unless anybody's got any ideas, I think we have what we need here.
Okay. Like the brother didn't say much, so yeah.
Well, I did mention a couple of times that his brother was a mathematical genius. You definitely remember that part.
Great.
Mhm.
Maybe we can go to the cafe and such, and then come back when we know more.
Okay.
Let's log the computer into evidence first.
Okay.
Take a card, Russ. Give me a bureaucracy roll, Russ.
Uh, let's
Now,
just
does anybody know how? I asked the uniformed officer who's driving the car.
Yes, sir.
Can we log this into evidence, please?
You want me to show you I know how to log it into evidence? I understand. I really appreciate this opportunity, sir. He attempts to log it into evidence correctly. He does a bunch of stuff and he sticks it in a big plastic bag. He seals it. There you go, sir.
brilliant.
Okay.
Is it correct?
Cafe.
That doesn't look quite right. Does anybody else know how to file these forms?
He begins to panic. He says,
What are we doing?
bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
Oh no.
You're beginning to become of the opinion. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, he's like, you know, he just stuffs it. He's like, that bag can still hold more, and he stuffs all these other papers in there and shit until the bag is completely full. And he goes, yeah, now to seal it, we'll use this duct tape, and that should work. Yeah, that bag is now evidence. It looks like a fucking pillow that's been overstuffed. And he's like, yeah. And for like what the contents, he's written evidence. Yeah. It's the uniform guy looks at it dubiously. He goes, I'll just put it in the trunk then, shall I?
Let's go back and find CSI and see if they can help us.
Let's go to the internet cafe first.
Let's get this in evidence lockout first.
The reason I'm suggesting we go to the internet cafe first is because they may be able to get logs of. Oh, we don't have the MAC address for the computer.
I understand that, but chain of custody says we should log this into the evidence lockup.
Yeah, and plus we're going to need somebody to get the MAC address for us.
Right.
Give me empathy rolls on the uniform that's standing there with you guys.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody makes this one. See how that works? Don't forget your check mark, Marcus. Next to empathy. You will hate yourself if you don't do this, believe me.
Got
You
it.
guys are thinking that the uniform believes you guys are fucking testing him by doing all this outrageous shit, and it's a big test, and so he's trying to fucking keep his cool because it's like you guys are apparently high-ranking detectives and shit, and so he's like, yes, whatever you say, sir, you know, and he's just trying to keep his cool because he doesn't know what's going on. He's a rookie. So, yeah, he's just trying to play it cool, whatever you want. And
Take us to the station so I can get the evidence lockup.
no problem. You guys go over there, and CSU is like, they take a look at your evidence thing, and they go, what the fuck is and they go and they yell at the rookie who just fucking takes it. Like, because they think obviously
I wink at the rookie.
Okay, he's like, right, no problem. It all gets recategorized and stuff, and they're like, okay, you want us to give the computer to the computer guys to get into it?
Yes, please.
Great. They take it away to begin working on it.
Okay, now we go check out the places.
No problem. The rookie attempts to get you there and eventually does so. He apparently does know this area well. He takes you to the coffee place. It's not a Starbucks, but it's kind of set up the same way. There's a lot of fucking hipsters sitting around, you know, wearing their fucking hipster garb. And the weird thing is that they're almost all clones. They all have glasses and these beanies and the beards and shit. And they all look exactly the same in their fucking uniforms.